Taylor into Cleveland territory at about the 47 or 8-yard line. And again, it is Vince Costello who made the stop for Cleveland. Frank, so far the footing has not been too treacherous as we view it, I would say, from our television booth.
I would say the field is in excellent condition, Ray. The footing is good, and it certainly can either be a running or a passing day. Weather will not play any part in this game that I can see.
Second down, 5. 3:54. Starr. He's throwing for Dale.
Excuse me, Ray. Let's take a look at that on replay. The Packers scoring here early in the first period is to Carroll Dale, who's running a sideline and down against the Cleveland's cornerback, Walter Beach. Beach overruns it. Carroll Dale comes back into the middle, and some nifty footwork against Larry Benz, and he goes in for the Packers score. The kick.
Chandler trying for the 7th point. It's up. And so, with the Packers leading 7-0, we'll be back at the championship game with Green Bay's kickoff in just a moment.
The ball is at the 38-yard line, first down and 10. Come in. He's a speedster, and he is wide to the left with Dale out on the right. And Jim Taylor gets the call, pounding out to about the 45-yard line. Vince Costello, along with Galen Fiss on the tackle. Costello number 50 and Fiss number 35. From the 38 out to the 45-yard line to make it second down and 3 for Green Bay. But again, they go to Taylor, and he comes firing to the Cleveland 46-yard line. Walter Beach making the tackle on the play. It's a first down for the Packers. First and 10, Green Bay, with 8 minutes and 3 seconds to play in the third quarter. First and 10 at the Cleveland 46. Starr throws to Taylor. Shakes off a tackle at the 40. Down at about the 36-yard line. Hard running by Jim Taylor. Fiss hit him, and then Beach. It's another first down, and the Packers are on the move. They started this drive back on their 10. 8 plays ago. First and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Browns. And this is Horning into the 15-yard line. Ernie Parrish, one of the men in to start the play for Cleveland. And then along came Benz.
Let's take a look at that on stop action. Bart Starr handing off to Paul Horning. Forrest Gregg, the right tackle, opening a big hole along with Jimmy Taylor. And here he steps out of one tackle and moves for big yardage. The ball now is in at the 13-yard line. Second down and 8 for Green Bay. The 13-yard line of the Browns. Paul Horning. A fine piece of running by Paul Horning, using his blockers effectively. And it's a 13-yard touchdown to make it 19-12. The Packers with 5:42 left to play in the third quarter. Let's take a look at that on stop action. You'll see Paul Horning take it on the sweep. Jerry Kramer's in front of him. And here he is, Jerry Kramer throwing a great block against Walter Beach. Paul timing it beautifully for the cutback and the 6 points.
Don Chandler with Bart Starr holding will be trying for the point after touchdown. It is good. With the score of the Packers 20 and the Browns 12, let's pause for a moment. The Packers are leading 20-12, and a fog is rolling in over Green Bay now as Don... at the 31. It is 1st and 10 for Cleveland. Brown and Green back of Ryan. To the 35. He's hit by Ray Nitschke, number 66, and Leroy Cappy, number 60, and the penalty marker is down. And it will cost Green Bay 15 more.
Again, we mentioned 14 of 16 first-round picks have been signed by the NFL, 11 of 13 of the second-round picks, 13 of 14 of third-round picks. The 14th first-round choice was signed by the New York Giants. He's Francis Clay, a defensive tackle from Missouri. The 13th round selection was Tony Jeter by Nebraska, and he was signed by the Green Bay Packers. St. Louis Cardinals also announced the signing of their top future pick of 1964 halfback Johnny.
Ball is resting at the 35-yard line in Green Bay territory, and it's 1st and 10 for Cleveland. It's early in the first quarter, a pulled leg muscle. The pass is to Collins at the 30, and Adderley makes the tackle at about the 28 as the ball came popping out of there and goes out of bounds. The Browns will have it halfway between the 25 and the 30-yard line. They bring it to the inbounds marker as you look at Frank Ryan. Free. The ball at the 27. Ryan throwing the long one for Jimmy Brown. It is incomplete in the end zone. A fine defensive play by Ray Nitschke and Willie Wood, double teaming on Jim Brown in the end zone.
Let's take a look at Ray Nitschke, who just went out of the game and came right back in. He had damaged his left arm, but he's back in the ball game. And here on that last play, from his middle linebacking position, he'll rove all the way into the end zone to help Willie Wood on Jimmy Brown. There he is. Just a little distraction for Jimmy Brown, and the ball is dropped.
Great shot by our CBS cameras on that one, and it's 3rd and 3 at the 27-yard line. Trailing by 8, the Browns are trying to get on the board one way or the other at the moment. Ryan has trouble holding it. Lionel Aldridge, number 82, gets some help and takes him down at about the 30-yard line, and Luke Rosa will be coming in.
Let's take a look at that on stop action. Actually, the ball is wiped off by the officials, but there's a little mud remaining where it's lying on the ground, and there you see Frank Ryan as the ball slips, and he tries to pick up the first. He misses it, and the Browns have now brought on Lou Groza.
4th and 5 at the 30, and Lou the Toe, who will be 42 years old 10 days from now, will be trying from about the 37-yard line. Franklin puts it down, throws it deep, partially blocked and going into the end zone. The Green Bay Packers take over the ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
And Ken, with that score, 20-12, that blocked field goal is going to become very important, because had they got that field goal, they would have been within one touchdown of the lead, and now they are again trailing by 8.
The Packers prove equal to the elements. In the face of fog, sleet, and a slippery field, Starr completes a pass to Boyd Dowler for 18 yards. Jim Taylor, wheel horse of the Packers, slogs violently through the mud for 6 grimy yards. When the Green Bay attack bogs down, Chandler has the solution. He drills a 29-yard field goal through pelting snow to make the Packers' margin 23-12. Chandler kicks off. His short kick is taken by Leroy Kelly on the 7. Kelly sets off on a last gasp effort to put Cleveland back in the game. Chandler is the final Packer in Kelly's pack. The kicking specialist turns tackler to prevent a touchdown. With minutes to play, Cleveland defensive coach Nick Skorich hopes for a block punt.
Robinson Kelly are back deep. Kelly led the league in punt returns during the past season. Chandler gets it up. There's a flag in the play. And the ball is bouncing at the 37-yard line, but there was contact down in the end zone. And the Packers will keep the ball.
Don Chandler trying to get that punt off, standing right behind the goalpost here on stop action. Gets the ball away, but is hit just as the ball leaves his foot, and it will bring the ball out for the Packers with a first down.
Erich Burns was the man who went into Don Chandler, and the Packers have it first down and 10 yards to go with 4:52 remaining. The clock is moving, 1 minute and 40.
First and 10.
Collins again on the right. Ryan throwing the long one for Collins. And Willie Wood has picked it off. The Green Bay Packers, Willie Wood. Or check it, Herb Adderley, number 26, has come up with a big interception. And the Packers take off over the football, and it is now a case of running out the clock. The Packers have run 64 offensive plays to Cleveland's 34. The clock is moving. The fans are starting to gather around the sides of the field. The clock shows 1 minute and 4 seconds, and it is moving. The ball at the 26-yard line. For the short yardage, and it is all over at Green Bay. The Packers have defeated the Cleveland Browns for the championship of the league. And Vince Lombardi is being carried from the field. That's the end of the championship game. And the final score is Green Bay 23 and Cleveland 12. Back to the stadium as the NFL Today continues with Pro Football Report. I am in the aisleway just outside the dressing room of the National Football League champion Green Bay Packers. Just seconds ago, head coach Vince Lombardi gave the go-ahead and permitted press and radio and television to enter the Packer dressing room. We'll be there, of course, in just a moment. We're going to talk with Vince Lombardi. It'll be extremely difficult to pick out stars of this game, but we're going to make a brave attempt. For example, we plan to ask Bart Starr, who was a question mark starter because of injuries, of his feelings of this championship game won by the Packers. We're going to talk with Paul Hornung and Jim Taylor, and of the defensive unit, Ray Nitschke and Willie Wood and Herb Adderley. So we'll be talking with Vince Lombardi, winning players of the Packers, in that Packer dressing room on Pro Football Report.
All right.